Hey guys, welcome back to another video by Fully Informed Trade, or FI Trade for short, knowledge for everyone. My name is Alex Cho, and right now I'm going to be talking about Macy's Incorporated. Not sure if you guys know what Macy's is, but Macy's is basically a retailer that sells high-end clothing, apparel, stuff like that, cologne, and they also carry name brand clothing like Polo Ralph Lauren. But basically, Macy's stock has been declining. I talked about this on my website and created, a blog post about it. My first indication of weakness was back at around 39.60. That's where it became very clear and apparent to me. Currently, it's trading at around $33.78. So basically, it's declined by 20% from the area that I anticipated it to pull back from. And right now, at this point, is where you would probably start to take profits in Macy's. There's no reason for you guys to be holding on to a short position straight into a 200-day moving average. 200-day moving averages are very good areas to anticipate support and perhaps a minor bounce in the valuation of the stock. Because there is most likely going to be a minor bounce in the valuation of the stock, chances are a lot of people can scalp this position, buy into Macy's for perhaps a day or two. You're probably going to see around a 2 to 3% gain on a single session. 2 to 3% gain might sound very small, but 2 to 3% is what you earn on a treasury bond, a 10-year treasury bond, for a whole year, okay? 2 to 3% is what you earn by buying Macy's for a single day. So even though it doesn't sound that big of a deal, this kind of stuff does add up. And I do think that this area is going to be a decent area of support before it might roll over and continue to fall. But this is the first hit of the 200-day moving average, so chances are it's going to bounce off that area and eventually hit maybe 34.80, 35.20, perhaps hit that area and then perhaps continue to fall. I don't really know when the stock might reverse its trend. I do know fashion retailers in general have had poor performance. Their profitability, their profit margins have been awful. Their promotion strategies and the retail amongst all promotion strategies, the worst promotion strategy that's being implemented amongst all industry sectors is being done in the fashion retail sector. So typically you would think that a clothing retailer would have like a 60% profit margin or a 50% net profit margin, typically, right? Well, just based on the retail price. But apparently, it turns out that their profit margins are much slimmer. They're either anywhere from 15% to 5% on the net, and that's awful because if you mark up your products that much and and at the end of the day you're only taking home 15%, there's something wrong with your marketing strategy, there's something wrong with your management strategy, and there's something wrong with your branding. So overall, the fashion retail sector is being clobbered by Wall Street. I'm not the only one who's going to sit here and tell you that fashion retail sucks at making money. I'm sure many other analysts will say the same exact thing. Just avoid fashion retail. Look for much more practical companies that actually know how to make money. But for now, since we are dealing with a short-term trade setup, it is a good opportunity to scalp the 200-day moving average, buy into it for a couple days, hold on to it, and then liquidate your position once you make your 2 to 3% solid worth and gains, and then wait for the value of the stock to potentially roll over and break that 200-day moving average and kill all the pigs in the trade or whatever. I don't know. But basically, short-term trade setup is okay. Longer term, I still think Macy's is in a downtrend, and the overall industry or the sector, fashion retail, has just been underperforming as a sector overall. So take care, folks. You have a wonderful trading session, and I'll talk to you guys more on